Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we will be cleaning a magnetic Rubik's Cube. I'll be using the GAN 356X and let's get started. You should already know how to disassemble a cube like I have shown right here. And I want to show you guys step by step on how to wash it, clean it, and assemble it back together. I took my cube underwater and did some solve, so I have to take it apart and clean it. First, there are three different pieces. The first one is the core, which we have right here. Next we have the corner pieces. They consist of three colors. And then we have the edge pieces, which have two colors. And there are 12 edges and 8 corners. And with this magnetic cube, you can actually assemble it like this without the core piece. And it will actually stick together. You can take one side out and also assemble the whole thing without the core. Another cool video would be to solve a Rubik's Cube without the core, so that could be a great challenge to do. And you can also actually turn this thing by turning the side. Make sure all the edges are in place when you do, and you can also go to the other side and turn that side as well. Okay, let's disassemble the pieces even more. The edge pieces. Now for this edge piece, there are the magnets. You do want to look at your specific cube and see how you can disassemble it, but I just take this magnet out. I take a mini fork and here is the magnet being taken out. And this magnet sticks to the corner piece. I take off color number 1, white, and color number 2, orange. And there could be one more thing I can take off. I can take out the end of the piece of the edge, and there are also the two prongs, the circular tube looking like that, I can take out as well. Very small, but I'm going to take it out anyway just to make sure I can get this a little cleaner. So for the total number of pieces in the edge, there's this base piece which is black. There is the magnet that goes right between the two colors. The two colors, white and orange piece, stickerless, and the two tubular looking pieces and the edge of that edge piece. So that's it for the edge. Let's move on to the corner pieces. For the corner pieces, there are three colors. We can start by taking out one by one, starting off with orange. I do have to use a fork to do a little force with that, taking off the orange piece. Kind of tough at first, but once I know how to apply the force at a specific area, it could be easier. Then take off the blue. And I did notice that I kind of bent this tiny thing sticking out, so I do really want to be careful, and please be careful when you are disassembling your cube as well. And then take out the white. I noticed that I can also try to take out the edge of the corner piece just like I did for the edge of the edge piece, but I think it is pretty stuck together and I do not want to ruin my cube, so I'm just going to leave it there. In total, there are three colors, which are different pieces from the edge pieces, and kind of bent a little one on the blue, and then we have the base black / white corner base. Next we have the core. For the core, you just take off the cap. For this one, there are no screws, which I really like. All you have to do for this one is to push this down, and then you can actually twist and tighten or loosen the tension of the cube. So this is pretty easy to do. The GAN 356X has the tool that comes with it, but I can also use it with my fingers. For other cubes with screws, you can simply unscrew it and you can take off all the pieces, so you are left with just the center axis. So I have a pretty cool system with my GAN 356X. I should note that they include different strengths of magnets. You can have no magnets at all, weak or strong magnets. You can adjust the tension of your cube, there's no screws included, and you can pick from the different strengths that they include from the kit. Let's move on to removing all the pieces. Now you want to carefully remove all the pieces from the corner, the edge, and the core. Now I did notice that one of the corner piece, the green piece, this little green piece fell off. And one of the prongs from one of the edge pieces fell off, so really be careful. Now we have everything apart and we see some water in my cube as expected. We can actually go ahead and clean some of the pieces and even wash them properly. Be careful taking apart the tiny pieces, don't use a lot of force. Let's start cleaning. I went ahead and separated these pieces, and for the color pieces, a toothbrush would do. Remember to not brush your teeth with this toothbrush, and then also dry it off with a rug. You can also wash these pieces, but since they have been underwater, I do not have to do this step. So just brushing it, all the dirt off, and just rubbing it with a towel or a rag. Now all these outer pieces are clean, let's move on to the inner pieces. For these, I don't want to wash because they have springs and they will rust, but I can go ahead and dump water in these two. So all these pieces I can just clean in water, brush all the dirty stuff with a toothbrush, and then dry it off with the towel. All you have to do now is sit and wait till they are completely dry. And your toothbrush should be dirty. Now let's assemble the cube. Sometimes I have trouble with the colors, so I don't want to mix them up. Just use another 3x3 as a reference so you don't get the pieces mixed up together. So I have two pieces already built. I have the green and white edge and the green, white, red corner already done, so they are magnetic like that, and we keep assembling it. For my edge, I put the two tubular looking things in that, and then the piece that attached to the edge piece at the end, they simply click together. One piece of the edge and the second piece. And then don't forget the magnet that I took out. That's one edge for you. And then the corner, I have one piece, two piece, and the third piece going in. I can also attach that to the structure that I have already built. After all the pieces are attached, now we have to lube the cube. Save the last two pieces for last and make sure to use a lubrication. I have this Lunar Lube from speedcubeshop.com. I just want to briefly go through all the area on the inside of my edge and corner piece and touch on the center axle, the center piece. So make sure try to get as much as you want. It doesn't matter if you put too much, you can always break it in, and if you have too less, you can always redo it again. So the last piece is going in, and there we go. Put the center cap together, rub the outside so it's not too oily. It should be working as a machine. Right now it should feel a little slow, but once you break it in, it will be nice and clean and ready for competition. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. I hope you guys learned a lot about cleaning your magnetic Rubik's Cube. Again, thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys later.